kind of what goes on through my mind when I'm looking at the markets and analyzing what I want to do for the day. So I take a very top-down approach. I take a look at a weekly chart, take a look at a daily chart, I'm taking a look at an hourly chart, and then I will go down to a 15 to a 5 minute chart to look at my strategies. And then I will even take it a step further of looking at a 1 to 2 minute chart, even a 5 minute chart for potential entries. So I want to just walk you through my trade today on the Russell 2000, which is the RTY futures index, and just explain to you kind of what was going on through my mind. So the chart that you're going to be looking at right up here, this is the daily chart. Every single candle is 1 day. So we are at a pretty decent level up here. Okay, look at the retest. So we had multiple retests here. We had a retest here. And then now we're retesting it again. So is this a bearish chart? Not necessarily, because you have higher highs and higher lows. Higher high and higher low. That is a true definition of an uptrend. However, why do you get selling up here? Well, everybody that was long from here is going to be looking at these areas to take profits. So all that's happening, and this is a healthy chart, you're seeing these red bars because you're seeing some profit taking. So the question is, how do you take advantage of this, and what do you need to do on this? Well, look at this hourly chart here. So if we look at this hourly chart here, I knew that I did not want to be long up here in this area because look, you're at the highs. This is a sucker's bet. And this is actually a great strategy right here, is when you pop to a new high after a little consolidation, more times than not, you will get selling after that. So then the question is, how do you play this? Well, you need to take a look at the next potential areas where you're going to get some type of turnaround. And that's going to be right here. If you take a look at, here's the pivot high on this side over here that happened on the 15th. You retested the area, you went sideways, created consolidation, and now you're back into that area again. So the question is, what do you need to wait for to do in this area? If we take a look at the 5 minute chart, which is usually my time frame of reference, I was looking at the markets as they were dropping. Okay, here, this entire area, there is nothing for me to do here for the most part. Because what's happening is you're just getting higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. That is a great trend. So you could have shorted all of these pops into the 20 MA. It's not something I like to do, but I wanted to just keep an eye on it. And then once you start seeing consolidation, once you start seeing the narrowing range bars into a area. Now, what area are we in? We're into that hourly area that I just described, right in here. So I am very interested in this area to see what's going to happen. So we're going to go actually on a 1 minute chart here so I can show you what my entry was today. So beautiful downtrend. Every single pop is getting sold. Every single pop is getting sold until what? You had multiple checks here, multiple area that's checked multiple times here. And every single time you just pop under and you pop up. You pop under and you pop up. Okay, this means it's already, price action is changing. You're not seeing momentum to the downside. And my favorite strategy is, what happens is everybody that wants to get short sees this little consolidation and says, as soon as we get under this, I'm jumping in. Well, as soon as they jumped in, guess what happened? Boom, you exploded up to the top side, okay? And you had volume indicator here, and then this was the indicator for me that got me into this trade. It's minute, but once you get a deeper level of understanding of charts and failures of setups, you will really understand the areas of interest. This little red bar right here. You had buyers come in, sellers tried to step in and say, okay, no, we're going to take this continue lower. Those sellers, there wasn't enough of them. They failed. And what happened is you got this beautiful move up here. So I ended up getting long just over this red bar here. And I was pretty tight on this. I did not know if this was just going to be a 5 minute retest or something. I didn't want to overstay my welcome. So I managed this relatively quickly. I think I had 2 contracts. I took 1 contract basically on this pop. And then the following contract, I got just under this area. Could I have held it a little bit longer and maybe gotten out over here? Yeah, but I just didn't trust it. I didn't trust the area. And also I didn't trust that it's a Friday for this to become a very big move. And it was a great trade. We ended up profiting just over $202 on it. And it was really easy trade and just perfect execution. And management could have been a little bit better, but overall, I did exactly what I was supposed to do. So just wanted to walk you through the process of what goes on through my mind when I look at charts. And this strategy has served me very well. Look for areas of interest, and then you can narrow down your time frame to look at reversals, reversal times, setups that failed, and all these things, trends that failed, in order to look for positions to get long. So I hope that helps. Drop a question if you need to know anything and you want more information from me. Like I said, I've been doing this since 2018. I have a lot of strategies and things that I'm doing, but this is my strategy now for this combine and something I look for every single day. All right, between 10 a.m. And about 11 o'clock, those are the areas I'm looking. Are we retesting major sections? So have a good weekend, everyone, and we'll see you next week.